Welcome to the Sold Too Early Sports Car Podcast. It snowed 2.5 feet here in New Jersey. Kai, I'm sure it's like 70 there for you.
It's actually cold this week. It was 33 degrees. Dude, it was 33 last night.
33. It's 27 here in the morning. That's Kai. I'm wishing for global warming. Welcome back to the podcast. Kai, how the hell you doing?
I'm doing good. I saw some of the photos from, I think, you and like Nick of the snow.
Dude, it was the most snow I've ever seen in my entire life. And I'm not even exaggerating. I think it's like 22 or 24 inches of snow reported, but that doesn't account for like wind. There were spots, Kai, in my front yard over 3 or 4 feet of snow. It's actually kind of crazy before we even shoveled.
That would have covered up Kyler Murray almost.
I think he's in my front yard. There's at least a 75% chance he's buried in my front yard. So it happens. Listen, it is what it is there. Yeah, just an interesting week overall. We are in spring training now, which is amazing. Very happy to see that baseball's back. It doesn't feel like spring because I'm fucking sheltering in place right now. We did move the podcast back a day, which I'm happy we did. I needed that extra time to dig out 2 cars, and that took over an hour to do. And it was quite miserable, and it might snow again this week, Kai. It's brutal. I look very homeless right now. I really wanted to get a haircut.
So you can't like literally like do anything when it does that, right?
So it started snowing on Sunday here in New Jersey, and it was like from 3 p.m. Eastern on Sunday to 3 p.m. on Monday. So 24 hours of snow, 24 inches. Like it just snowed and snowed and snowed and snowed. The world basically stopped in New Jersey on Monday. And even today, like people who had to go to work did, but like Casey, my wife, who's a teacher, was off work the last 2 days. So if you worked, a normal 9-to-5 job in like an office, you didn't work Monday either. If you couldn't access your computer or you didn't have a job like that was like computer based or something, you did not work on Monday. Today, people probably went back to work, and like I can't imagine what New York City was like. Probably a fucking disaster, either with the buses or the trains. The world basically stopped yesterday and probably resumed more normal activities today. Tomorrow is going to be, everything should be dug out. Your car should be dug out. Like, you just drive kind of slow on the roads and just hope that you don't fall and slip on ice, which does happen, and it fucking hurts.
You guys have like snow tires though, right?
No.
Oh wow. I thought like in the north you usually get those during the winter.
No, that's more like Buffalo, dude. Like if you're driving here, you're just driving a little bit slower. Like I also live off of major roads. Like my development where I live is right off a major route for New Jersey, and it's probably been clear since like 6 or 7 p.m. on Monday. Honestly, it was probably one of the first roads they did.
That's good.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of crazy. What?
Said it's that privilege.
I mean, I guess it is. You know what? If people have to travel, they have to. Like, there was literally a shelter in place for quite a while, so people were not getting out. Thankfully, did not lose power, but yeah, did not enjoy the forced snow day. I fucking hate the snow and I hate the cold.
Gotta come to Florida.
I would do it. I would move.
It's gonna happen one day.
Dude, yeah, it's when I'm 65 and just angry at the world. I'm like 29.
I'm calling like 33.
Am I divorced at this point? Like, what's happening?
I don't want to make any predictions on that market. I'll let you do that.
Listen, man, if it doesn't work out, you're never gonna see me again. I'm gonna.
You have Brandon.
I do have Brandon. That is true.
You guys could be roommates.
No, I'm not gonna be roommates with my lackey and coworker or whatever. No, Brandon, who is BMH Cards on Instagram. Not that we're working together officially or unofficially, but like we've been friends for a while. He lives here. He's back home from college. We're working on opportunities that make sense for both of us. It would not shock me at some point in time when Casey and I do have kids, that he is going in my place for like shows like Dallas and such. I think it's a foregone conclusion that there'll be a time when he's managing those tables and keeping track of stuff and buying and selling for us. It just makes sense. Like, it's not even that I've gotten old and like I can't or don't want to do those things. You'll realize it too at some point, Kai, when like you're not that much younger than me, but like you're young enough, like where like the 6-year age difference matters. Like, you will get happy at some point in time, then you'll be like, I don't want to travel and I don't want to do things. I just want to like be.
I already don't want to travel.
But like, unfortunately, you still have to though to make the most money in this industry.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I do like 4 or 5 shows a year, and I do okay.
But like, it's such a phenomenal thing too. It's a balancing act, and for me, it was always worth going to shows and doing things. Because first off, with Dallas, I go and pick up money and I laugh my ass off and it's great. I'll pay for him to go and I'll pay for him to manage everything. We'll split cards and like he'll take the cash and use it how he wants it. I trust him 100%. If I can stay home and just have that work and give him my cards or our cards at that point, yeah, sign me up. It's way better for me. Like, and that's okay.
Yeah, I think a good similar topic is I think I want to try the next Nashville show.
So the Nashville show, the National, I believe the next one is, you're not going to want to go to it. I believe it's in July.
Yeah.
But I guess also that again, you are, let me look at what these dates are. I'm sorry.
I think it's towards July, the beginning of the month. Yeah.
It's July 11th to 13th.
So that's what? A week and a half, 2 weeks before the National?
So, no, it's 3 weeks before National. I'm going to pull up my screen real quick so we can look at this. The issue with this show, and yes, people were saying this one was actually pretty good a couple weeks ago or last week, whatever it was exactly. There are two wolves. There are the high-end dealers who go there and say, this show sucks dick. I hate it. There's no high-end. They don't like us here. And then there's the low-end saying, why are you set up at this show? You have $4 cards, and the wolves want to fight each other.
Yeah.
Like, this is the most bloated card show there is, and that's comparing to Dallas that is in 4 or 5 rooms in a hotel. This does not need to be 900 tables. I think at some point in time it might have been over 1,100 tables. I want to double check that branding because I know they said that somewhere at this point in time. There it is. Okay, so not a. Okay, I guess they're going to play video, but you can see clearly on my screen, they were promoting 1,150 tables. No fucking card show outside the National needs to have that many tables. You really think, like, that needs to exist? And if people are going to pay for it, fine, there's nothing wrong with that. But the spectrum of card shows, I would say Fanatics Fest is the most higher end in terms of like the dealers need to be there for costs and operations and such like that, versus like this is the other end of the spectrum where your grandma could be set up at the show selling cookies and probably make a decent amount of money, frankly.
I'm just dying at these two dudes on the screen.
Whatever. Listen, but like, am I wrong though?
No. I mean, I've never gone, so I don't exactly know. I'm just saying, like, I can't really like say you're right or wrong though. Like, I've never gone to it.
The thing about this show is I hate where it's located. So it is in Nashville, but it's like a suburb or like an outside skirts of the Nashville, like Broadway street. I think it's Broadway, the main street there. The problem is you have to drive there. You can't walk anywhere. You can't do anything. So you have, imagine the IX Center, but a smaller scale. You have to Uber. You have to Uber Eats food there. Unless you want like dirty convention food, maybe there's like a snack stand now since they've expanded.
Are there hotels by it though, or no?
Same issue as IX. You have to. You can't walk there. Yeah. It's not a walkable location. So to me, that is a huge problem, especially post Cleveland. Well, I don't want to deal with that shit. And is it going to be the same turnout as those type of shows? No, but I would rather be in an environment where I could walk and access, either food or my hotel or anything like that. Like, you'll see if you go. I'm not telling you not to go to the show, but it's a tough sell. But you know what I mean? Like you are entering the space of being high enough in sports cards where you don't care, and you probably already know who you're going to deal with when you walk into a room anyway. So, like, would you really want to go and walk and see 1,000 different tables, knowing that a good amount of them are probably not going to be up to the quote unquote standard you'd like?
I don't know. I'd probably, if I went to that one, I'd probably get a table, honestly.
Like, that would be convincing for me to go. I've not been to the National.
The National, Dave, come on.
Yeah, the National. That's
the real National.
Yeah, I've not been to this show in 2 years, maybe 3. I can double check. You know, it's one of those things that borders on doing this full time, where it's like you have to be out of the house basically twice a month if you want to do it correctly and not pay taxes and all that good stuff.
I haven't left my house in a long time, Dave.
Well, you're just an incel then. What do you want me to tell you? Like, but like the point is that like this is the tier of show where like you have to be there if you're doing it full time. Because of those 1,150 tables, 200 of them are probably the people who do this full time that you know, who are on Instagram, who, you know, like Iman or Roth or Robert Harold, Rob is a fucking hilarious guy, by the way. If you don't know, collectible, god damn it, what's his name on Instagram? Everyone has the same basic name, and it's annoying that I don't know his, because he's actually like one of my friends. It is Collector Choice Cards. I was on the right track. But like guys like that who do this full time, who need to be there, who have to make deals happen, like, yeah, they're going to show up at any show they can. I get to be a little more choosy, but then again, if I end up working with Brandon and he's 21 years old, 22 years old, I'll go pay for him to go have a fun night on Broadway. I don't give a fuck. Just lock the cards up. Like, who am I?
I'm going to make Brandon take his Zion case to Broadway.
I don't want to talk to you anymore. We're going to end this podcast right here. It's been a good 3 years.
I was talking to Brandon. He said he's getting a TCG player store going.
He is setting one up, yes.
That sounds like a lot of work.
So, Brandon is a very smart kid. And it's funny using kid because he did just turn 21. You're 24.
I was going to say, he's not that much younger than us.
No, he's not. But like even then, the age difference in terms of like what you do as a professional and adult from 29 to 24 is leaps and bounds. From 29 to 21, even more so. So like once you're 21, I consider you my equal. And like that's a fine thing. You can drink, you can't fucking rent a car, you can't get a cruise ticket or some shit. I don't know what you can't do at 21. But like you're an adult. But the difference in your life is so severe 8 years later, and it trickles off at some point in time. But like, you know, I finished my college degree, I got a real job, I got married, I got a dog, I bought a house. Like a lot of important major shit happened in a relatively short period of time of 8 years. You know, like you become like a true adult. Like you have responsibilities. I have to go file my taxes for like the 5th year in a row by myself. Like whatever. I guess 7 years, whatever it is. Like you take on other responsibilities.
7 years.
They can't. What is how far back in the IRS go? And I'm just Google that real quick. But he's a smart kid. He's got so much fucking trash though. No, Brandon's got a lot of trash.
Well, yeah, you said the Funkos. He's got so many.
Dude, I wonder how much stuff he actually has posted here. Okay, he's got nothing posted that's actually relevant for me to show.
Probably for the best.
Probably for the best. He is the trash man. He loves trash. He gathers it and eats it.
It sounds like you're just shitting on him right now.
I love him. He's a great kid, but you got to get rid of a lot of stuff, and he's been working on that, which is good. But he heavily enjoys like the weird $1 to $10 things, and it's really sad that I can't ever look at that stuff anymore. I've become too jaded, and that's a shortcoming of mine that I'm willing to at least be aware of. I really struggle with looking at tables at card shows because my brain immediately looks at it sees nothing of value, or maybe one or two things of value, quote unquote, and I walk away. And it's really bad because I've really tried to slow myself down, and I can't change that anymore about me. It's been too long.
Yeah, I kind of have the same issue when I walk. That's why I prefer to set up, but like I need to get better at it.
It really hurts. I don't enjoy that. Like I've unfortunately like.
Well, it's also like a combination of like not seeing stuff and like the combination of also stuff just like being stickered like insanely high. Like in my brain, I'm just like, there's no way this guy's gonna like be rational.
No,
but the reality though is if you just ask, like some people probably will be. So I need to get better at that.
Yeah, that's definitely part of it. I think also just like I know if a deal's gonna make sense or not. And it's not like I have expensive taste, quote unquote. Like I buy neat, cheap shit.
Bougie, Dave.
What'd you say?
I said you're bougie.
I mean, just like random shit on my desk. I wouldn't call these expensive, but like Ray Lewis and Jason Taylor. It's like a $200 card. Very neat thing I bought. Or what else is here that's like kind of decent that's just gotten on eBay recently? Well, this at a show in New Jersey last week, a Bonix 101 second year. Like it's an insert, but it's probably still $1,000 card because of just other sales from 2025. Like I will buy just neat random shit, like game worn Joe Namath flawless game used patch, actually game used. This is a $200 card. Like I don't mind. Those are affordable cards to anyone, and all right, anyone over the age of 18, let's say, or 16, whatever. Like someone who can actually earn their own money. I'm not gonna tell the 12-year-old kid that like, oh man, you can't buy this card, you're poor. How dare you, brokey? Don't talk to me. But you know what I mean? Like those are neat cards I would buy from anyone. But if they're at $400, or that is the best card in the showcase by far, and it's sticking at $500, I know it's not gonna happen and make sense for anyone involved.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
No. I usually am wrong on most things, but this time I'm not, which is crazy.
What else is going on?
So obviously we have baseball here. It's super exciting. We were having a pretty spirited conversation in the group chat today, and what I figured I'd want to look at is sports card relevant people, at least in baseball for this conversation. I'm just linking PSA right here, who need to or can still possibly be relevant in sports cards moving forward into 2025 and 2026, and so on and so forth. And one thing that I looked at here is very interesting. Besides the fact that basically the top 10 or 15 cards here are all basically right at COVID timing or right before it, is Kyle Lewis sneaking in here. And I didn't realize that Kyle Lewis had not played in the MLB in several years and probably is out of professional baseball entirely. Oh, actually, you know what? He is fully out of professional baseball in 2023. So he's one of the highest graded PSA cards of all time, with 15,000 PSA 10 graded cards, 20,000 overall for his Topps paper.
His fall off was nuts to me. I think he won Rookie of the Year. Correct me if I'm wrong. His second year, I think, was decent. Like he just kind of, I don't even know what happened, honestly.
He just wasn't that good. Like
let's see. Like his second season was even.
So that's the COVID year, though.
Yeah, I mean that's still a really decent year, though.
He literally in 5 years played basically a full season. He did hit 26 home runs, but clearly was not good enough at the MLB level to be, relevant. But just interesting. I mean, if I look at all cards graded, does it change anything? Ken Griffey, yeah, that makes sense. Maybe it's better to just look at GMs then, because you're going to see a lot more newer cards here, and that's part of the conversation. One guy that we were having a very interesting conversation about as well this morning, we'll use Robert. I've heard Robert and Robert. I'm not sure which one is technically correct. I've never watched a White Sox game my entire life, and I don't plan on it because he's also on the Mets. I'm not going to listen to the Mets play ever. Robert is such an interesting player because you saw what he could do in 2023. He was basically, not 30-30 guy, but he has 30-30 potential. And he's been a pretty terrible hitter 2 years in a row. So
dude,
who's
even the strikeouts in that year? Look at the strikeout, the walks that year.
Yeah, 30 walks is
nuts.
Listen, we're gonna talk about Ellie De La Cruz in a second, who I don't really love, but this is embarrassing at how many walks in a season.
That's one of the gnarliest ones I've ever seen, I think.
That's not Javier Baez territory, but it's approaching.
It might be Javier Baez territory.
No, Javier Baez has years with I think like single-digit walks. So
Michael Harris had like no walks last year, but I don't think he struck out nearly that much.
Oh, I guess I could have included Michael Harris in this conversation because he did win Rookie of the Year. Also, shout out Javier Vez. I don't know why this is
enough.
Yeah, it's okay, whatever.
Baez had a great year last year, right?
Baez,
he never had that bad of a year. Maybe that one year, 2021, but
2024 was really bad too.
I mean, yeah, but he also only played 80 games.
So how about 10 walks in 126 games?
That's crazy. I didn't realize he struck out that much. He actually played quite well down the stretch last year.
Baez?
Yeah, he was. I could be wrong. I thought he played really well down the second half.
He made the All-Star game. I remember there was like a 2 or 3 week stretch where he was playing phenomenal center field defense for the Tigers, and that kind of propelled him to being an All-Star. But this is still obviously a terrible contract they signed him to. No, this is the definition of free swinger. That 28 walks and 184 strikeouts is kind of wild. And in fact, actually, as a Met, he walked 13 times in 47 games. And as a Cub in 91, he walked 15 times. So the best ball of his career might have been the 47 games with the Mets, even including a second place All-Star or second place MVP finish in 2018, which is crazy.
It's kind of nuts. That season almost won an MVP.
I don't.
Yeah,
I know. Robert's got a chance to do something with the Mets. I think this is really truly his last year to be hobby relevant. We can look at the data. There's a lot of Robert cards. Now, these are all worthless, obviously, because they were mass printed and produced, and fucking there's 18,000 PSA 10 Robert base tops rookie cards, and Topps Chrome there's 17,000. These cards aren't going to go anywhere, but it's just a fun conversation.
Landfill.
Listen, that's insulting to landfills. Let's be honest with each other for a second.
I didn't realize he was approaching 30. I didn't know he was that old.
He's going to be 28 this year, yeah.
Yeah, it's a little scary.
I mean, he's talented, but, it's been a while since you've done anything. And are you just going to be a guy, or are you going to be the guy? And this year will be very telling for him. Yeah. One guy who I think also has a huge chip on his shoulder, even though he's only 23 years old, is Jason Dominguez. And, this could be me being a Yankee fan, being more cognizant and aware of this. But Jason Dominguez was literally on Yankee fans' radars for like 7 or 8 years now at this point in time. Like, there were hype videos of him as like a 16-year-old, 17-year-old kid that made us believe he was going to be the next, Yankees great center fielder who's going to be this, perennial all-star MVP candidate, shades of Mike Trout or Mickey Mantle or all this stuff. And, as a Yankee, you have more expectations placed upon you. It's now getting to the point where, you're 23, but there needs to be some life here, especially also from a card perspective. A lot of his cards are down anyway. Yeah, he's still very young, but you had real high expectations placed upon you. You've not met them yet. Now, don't get me wrong. In a bubble, 257 batting average, 101 OPS plus, and 10 home runs is literally okay. It's the definition of league average at 22. That's impressive. Something to build off of. But he's one of the worst fielders I've seen. He's quite bad at fielding. I think he had, what was his DRS last year? -7 in 100 games or 94 games. So, he's really not a good fielder in any way, shape, or form. He's got to learn how to be, I guess, a left fielder for the Yankees, or maybe one day center fielder for them.
Yeah, I mean, this is probably his last shot to have any sort of hobby relevance. I mean, his stuff's already so cheap. Like, it obviously can't go. I think it is. I mean, he's going into his second full season, like 3rd/4th technical season. Like, I don't know.
It's never too late with him because he is still super young and he is a Yankee. If he got traded tomorrow to the Marlins in a deal for like Sandy Alcantara, and like the Yankees got more, obviously, he'd be dead. His hobby relevance would be dead forever. Like, unfortunately.
I think he's almost at the point, like price wise, where like he might not even be a bad person to buy a few cards. I mean, his stuff's like
it's
probably 10% of what it was like 2 years ago. If I had to guess,
I don't know if it's 10%. We can quickly check card ladder on that one.
Dude, his Bowman Chrome autos were like, that was one of the first prospects that went like nuclear
because he was hyped to be the next Mickey Mantle for the Yankees. Like, it's not even an exaggeration when I say that too. It's kind of crazy. This is a PSA 10.
It's a refractor too.
Oh my god! Well, this is also listed like shit. Here's a speckle. Can I pull up? I mean, his card index.
Hey, I was right. Negative 90%.
I just want to see his cards.
That's nuts.
He's a refractor. I don't really want paper. I want something with consistent sales. Let's do his Bowman. Bowman is down 95%.
A $2,000 card.
Fucking hey, dude. PSA 10.
I told you, dude. He's stuffed in the gutter.
4% all time. They peaked at $3,500. Basically 35. Yeah. And they're down to
$256. I think it said. Yeah.
Wow.
I told you. Yeah. I think it's not a terrible buy. I mean, if you like him, at least.
Honestly, I might buy one or two. Honestly, if I can just find one on eBay auction. Like, I'm a Yankee fan. Don't get me wrong. Like, I really want Dominguez to be good. But it would not shock me if they trade him or Spencer Jones at the deadline this year. I think they should trade one of them at some point recently. But like, you know, the Yankees are getting weird with prospect holding. And sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. And I would be shocked if both are on the team next year, unless there's just a bunch of injuries and they play and they both do well or whatever.
Would you rather, hold on, I'm trying to find the price of something so I can ask you this question, but I can't. Yeah. Okay, would you rather have, what's the math on this? Like 4 to 5 Dominguez PSA 10 base autos or 1 Bobby Witt PSA 10 auto? Same product, same year, both in MLB, similar-ish.
Bobby Witt is so good, dude.
I think Witt's like a year or two older than him, right? Maybe 3
Bobby Witt's got to be like 25, 26, dude.
I would have, I thought he was like 24, 25. I could be wrong, but.
That's his dad. Bobby Witt is 25. Yeah, he's turning 26 this year.
Yeah, so they're 4 years off, 4 years off in age. Same product, though.
Even though I don't think the Royals are a major market, I have to choose the Bobby Witt. I'm not a fool.
Yeah, they both got called up the same year, it looks like, too. I didn't even know that. Oh, no, sorry, 1 year different, but.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's an interesting question. I mean,
if Bobby was a Yankee, his prices would be astronomical. And they are priced accordingly.
If he was on like half the teams, he'd be more than he is.
Yeah. Now, Bobby Witt is a phenomenal player. That's an atomic. I want to see a.
Yeah, I was trying to find a base. One hasn't sold in a while. You have to scroll for a while. I think it was like $14.50 or something for a base.
Let's see if I can find one real quick. There you go. 1185 last sale January 7th for 9510. PSA 10 last sale 1450 January 24th. It's interesting that this is still down 30%, but also they just kind of randomly spiked. Let's see the 2 year. Up 72%. So you're buying him. You're buying him pretty high.
I mean, yeah, it's basically the difference of like, do you trust Witt versus do you want to gamble on Dominguez? I mean, that's basically all it comes down to.
Seeing this makes me a little more skeptical. Not that it's a bad play, but like, what is Bobby Witt's ceiling? I guess the ceiling is all the way back up here.
Well, the thing is, Dominguez could go to 0 theoretically. I don't think Witt ever gets close to 0 now.
No, I think I still choose the Bobby Witt. Not convincingly anymore, but like I still think it's the logical right move. I can only choose between those two players.
I almost think I'd take the Dominguez's, honestly.
I don't think you're wrong. It's more of like, I don't think there's a wrong answer there per se. It's more of like, if Dominguez moves if Jason Mangas becomes for one season, or even honestly, frankly, 30 games, if even, if he goes off, and he's the player he's supposed to be for those 30 games. I had it before. Oh, it's gonna be stupid. Hang on. I don't like the player index sometimes. I don't like how it's organized. If we go back to the PSA 10 sales, he moons. He comes out in April, hits 400, and it's 10 home runs. He goes absolutely nuclear. What does this go to, though?
I mean, if he does that, I would say probably 500, 600, 700.
I think more than doubles, honestly. Yeah, if he's that hot through April.
I was gonna say 1,000 off the bat. I don't know if that was too crazy.
I said 1,000.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Baseball is so finicky because, like, obviously, the time to own baseball is now. If you didn't buy baseball over the last 3 to 6 months, you missed the boat for this year, which is fine. It's not a big deal. Don't worry about it. There's so much buying opportunities in baseball because come like Memorial Day, the sports card people move on. Like, there's a lot of buying opportunities from mid-May to like Christmas.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, I have like very few Bowman left. I just sent off pretty much everything besides like 3 or 4 cards that I'm gonna hold into the season. I sent it all to Fanatics. Nice. I'm liquidating everything. I have a few cards left. Some stuff at grading, but like I can't control when that comes back. But then like May is like when I start buying the guys I dip again.
Yeah, because like, you know, whether it's like Kevin McGonigal or Max Clark or like some other like hot shot prospect that's gonna come up that might not be ready this year, but like maybe he breaks his wrist, maybe he's just out, maybe he's just kind of asked for a little bit there, but you know they're eventually gonna call him up. He's gonna be the next guy. You can just check their stats. You're not gonna sit there and watch AA Toledo Mudheads or Mudheads, whatever their fucking team name is.
Yeah.
I think that's the right team. I put a lot of them in the show.
I think it's the Mud Flaps.
Mud Flaps? That's somehow
maybe. I don't remember.
Let's see. That's West Michigan. This is the Erie Seawolves. I was almost on the right track, but I was not correct. But you know what I mean? Like, no one's gonna fucking sit here and watch AA Tigers baseball. But if you see, Max Clark is hitting 370, maybe I don't sell these at the moment. Wait until someone else is more aware and starts pumping his cards again. Or if he's batting 170, you buy, and often people are panicking because he's ass.
Yeah, shout out Drew Jones.
Dude, is Drew Jones cooked?
I think so, but I liked his dad, so I hope he's not cooked. I hope he's good, but I think he's
Hall of Famer right there. He's not really cooked, but that
he's getting there.
That is not encouraging, though.
He's in the oven.
Yeah, I think actually off his last season, that's way more encouraging.
Yeah, I mean, he regressed in some would say an easier level of ball.
The one thing here that's actually encouraging me, though, is the doubles. How big is Drew Jones?
Pretty big kid, yeah.
6'4", 180?
Yeah, he's a big kid.
Okay, it might not actually matter.
He's still cooked, in my opinion, but
sure. But
he is a guy though that it's not the dumbest idea to go buy like a gold like $150, $200 and just put it in a box.
Is that what they're at?
Probably, if I had to guess.
I mean,
probably a little more. People are probably down so bad on them they won't sell them for that, but that's probably realistically like a $200, $300 card.
I mean, not for nothing. I might buy a couple, man. You're telling me a 6'4", 180 kid who possibly is developing a little more power here at age 21, could not get up to double-digit home runs this year, maybe ends up in AA. You know, is there a world where he at 23, 24 is ready? You know, he comes from good genes. His dad is a Hall of Famer. It doesn't shock me. It's not. But, like, those are the fun speculative plays that, like...
Yeah, I mean, you could buy a raw one for $30. That's nuts.
That's wild. I would never buy a raw one.
I mean, that was probably like a $500-$600 card at release, if not more.
Oh, we can check right now.
It might have been more, dude. I don't. His stuff was hot.
His red sapphire to $12,000, dude. His orange shimmer is a PSA 10 to 12.
Dude, a purple did 7,000.
Holy,
that can't be real. I don't think. There's no way that's real.
Pearl did 64, 55, 55.
That's crazy.
A gold refractor SGC 9 did $4,300  2 years ago. 2.5 years ago. Almost 3.
I mean, like that red in 2024 is a decent sale, and that was after his stuff went down.
Let's see if any of these are at auction right now. I may actually there's 12. Let's see what we got here. A refractor ending in a day. All right, you know what? I'm gonna watch this. Maybe it's worth it. Maybe it's worth buying a couple of these. I'm buying Anthony Richardson. Am I really allowed to make a speculation or opinion on something like
not allowed? Stupid?
Yeah. I think there's a logical path forward there. Now, could a flame out? Of course it could, but that's at least the only one that's at auction that seems decent. All these other players. Okay, I've been convinced. I want to buy 1 or 2 or 3. It's fine. I don't care.
We got to pump and dump, Dave.
It's not pumping and dumping. This is not Connor Griffin, and we're not a better podcast.
No, but we might need to. With Drew Jones, if he flames out, we might have to start pumping.
That's fine, though. Kai, we're gonna pump Power World. Can we get into how we played Power for like a couple weeks there? Did we talk about that?
When does it come out? Or do we not know yet?
I think it's in the summer, July 30th. So it's actually out of the National.
Oh, can you click on the photos? I haven't seen what it looks like yet.
I don't think we really know what it looks like either, to be fair. So Power World, for anyone who doesn't know what that is, it was a game released in 2023 that has been under fire with potential lawsuits from Nintendo due to like copyright infringement or like, you know, other issues surrounding like the pals, which are the Pokemon in the game, and how their likeness is similar to Pokemon. And basically there was a question of what's the deal here? Is this really its own IP? Are you stealing Pokemon ideas? But they're making a trading card game. I have 2 cases pre-ordered of their first booster box. They are $5.75 for 2 cases. I may buy more. My logic to it is very simple. It is the first booster box of a new game. If the new game is good, even if the product and the IP doesn't go anywhere, if the game is good and the people enjoy the game, there will be an established baseline and product of players who want, you know, their version of the Charizard or their version of the Gyarados or the Blastoise or whatever high tier Pokemon or PAL is the meta in their competitive aspect, which means the packs will go up because people are going to want the cards, which means the cards are going to go up in value, which means the boxes are going to go up in value, which means if I have sealed wax, I'm not going to open it. It doesn't matter. I'm into the boxes.
Don't let Brandon get near it. He might open it.
No, Brandon was the one who helped me actually find the cases. I'm into the boxes at $53 each. So what's the worst thing that can happen? I lose $20 a box. At that rate, I just open them. Like, who cares?
And then you lose $50 a box.
I lose $53 per box. Yes, correct. Then I sell them on Brandon's TCG player account, and they never sell.
For the record, I hope this goes well, but just for the record, I'm fading Dave on this one.
But why?
I just think I'd rather spend $500 on something else.
Sure, but if it works, this is just
it could be anything.
It could be anything. I fully embrace the stupidity of what I'm doing, because it's worked before on stupider things like Japanese baseball or Anthony Richardson. Hopefully, at some point, this is a Pink Pulsar to 21.
It's a black label.
I mean, at some point, maybe it is. I have a lot of Anthony Richardson on my desk. I have not even shown the new ones I bought. I have a. Is this the true? It's not the true, but Gold Immaculate RPA to 25. That's not going to show it. I buy a lot of AR.
AR Super Collector 111.
Pandora 400 PSA 10 is like $30.
That's insane. Do you wonder how much I sold one of like 5 of those for when they
came like $300 to $500.
Dude, I sold PSA 10s of that for like $1,500.
So we'll check this real quick.
They might have been on eBay too. I bought like lots of the raw copies from China, and someone got a bunch of the box sets, and I graded a bunch of them.
That's hilarious.
Richard Dayon.
Yeah, I do that. Okay, 86. Okay, it's closer to, maybe it's not.
Dang, did you scam some kid?
Did I scam some kid? I don't know. Did I make the market go up?
All right, let's see that price. Oh no, those are
$933.
Those are $1,000.
2 years ago, that's $1,000 card. Can I see can I see your sales? I guess not.
No, it might have been a little lower then, because obviously there's no 1500s. It was at least like 750 to 1,000.
They're not coming up here. I don't see.
I sold them to a repackers. They won't be on there, but
okay, that makes more sense. But like
those are nuts.
It's the same thing with like a Drew Jones or I guess a Power. If you have a conversation about it, I see the path forward here. I still think he's ass, but I at least see the logical path forward to like a spot starter too. That is the best case scenario for me, by the way. I hope he does not play at all next year if I own these cards still, which is entirely possible based on how the offseason goes. Hope he plays 1 or 2 games when it doesn't matter, looks decent, and then he's Malik Willis next year, and I laugh my ass off. I go to the bank and just cash in. Like, Malik Willis could be anything. And apparently he's commanding like $30 to $35 million for playing 2 games.
The future of the New York Jets right there.
I would laugh my ass off if he gets traded to the Jets. It almost makes sense for them to trade for him too if they want to be bad next year.
I'm thinking my bold take is I think they most likely keep him, but I think my bold take is the Vikings get him. Vikings or Rams.
Vikings would be amazing for me.
Vikings or Rams are my take.
Vikings or Rams would make so much money.
That's my prediction.
I would be ecstatic because he doesn't play. Well, maybe
he just sits there.
He just sits there.
The money goes
accumulating value. He's a rocket ship. He could be anything. Or actually, the Niners would be great too if they move Mac Jones.
Yeah, I think they honestly might just hold on to him.
They're gonna hold on to Mac Jones. There's no reason. Yeah. It would have to take a team giving up like a 2nd round pick for them to go and get Mac Jones, which doesn't make sense. But like Mac Jones probably will be a starter in the NFL again at some point in time. He looked pretty good this year. The past year, I should say. Yeah, but he will get a chance to start again somewhere. Probably on a bad team like the Jets or the Dolphins, or he could be a bridge guy somewhere if they draft a rookie QB. If the Steelers kind of just fuck around for a year, don't figure out.
I don't know what they're doing. They might. I don't know if they're getting Aaron back. If they're drafting someone, I don't know what.
If they got Aaron back, you advance a year forward, and then Mac's a free agent. They could easily sign Mac Jones and draft a rookie in 2027. You know what I mean? Like you can project things forward decently well. At least the logical path. Could Mac Jones turn out to be a trans vegetable and retire? Sure. He's not going to do that, but it could happen.
Yeah.
I don't know. Where was I going with all this? I
don't know. We were talking about Pal World, and somehow we started talking about this.
This is why I don't do drugs. If I just start rambling, I'm going to get in trouble.
If you did drugs, you might have the world's biggest Kyle Trask collection.
God. Brandon bought a Kyle Trask in someone's Whatnot stream. I think it might have been. I think it either was Woods' Whatnot stream or someone else's. I don't. He bought a Dennis Smith Jr. NTRPA, and I laughed at him.
Does he play basketball anymore?
The last time I looked up Dennis Smith Jr., he was on the Nets, and he was actually like a defensive style.
Yeah, I remember he had like a stint somewhere like a year or two ago.
Okay, it was the Nets, so he's out of the NBA.
He's probably like in Israel or something, if I had to guess.
Or like Europe.
Seems like the type.
He's in the G League.
God, that's so sad.
I really liked Dennis Smith Jr.
I did too. I thought he was going to be good.
I really did. I bought Dennis Smith Jr. and then I got Luka. I'm like, I'm going to buy Luka too. Why not? And I had a lot of Dennis Smith Jr. and a lot of Luka. And one of those worked out.
I mean, they had him, Brunson, and Luka.
And they fucked it up. Literally.
Yeah, he plays in Sioux Falls.
Yeah, he's on the team for the Skyforce, who are the Heat.
Wow, that's in South Dakota. That is unfortunate for his life.
That is not cash money right there.
I love how the affiliate for the Heat is in like the complete opposite place of the Heat.
The Mets AAA team was in Vegas for a while. I'm not sure where they are.
At least that's like cool though. Like sending someone into the Dakotas is like a punishment.
It's like you're not gonna have any fun here.
I didn't even know they had basketball courts in South Dakota.
I'm surprised they even have basketball.
Yeah, I'm surprised they have electric.
Oh yeah, we're supposed to do a geography test.
Yeah, it literally just popped in my head that we never did that.
We should just do that at the Dallas Card Show in a month.
Live. People can just bet on us. Live. People can live bet on who's going to get a higher score.
Brandon can be the officiant. That's so stupid.
He played with Messi. That's cool.
Where? What?
In Real.
Oh, you piece of shit. Fuck you. All right, let's go back to this real quick. This is the top 50. I wanted.
How did we get back here?
Well, now because I wanted to keep talking about it. I didn't get to talk about LA, which is fine. Who else is interesting here? Boba Fett kind of proved this. Boba Fett proved his value.
Ellie, let's talk about Wander Franco.
I think there's a world where Wander Franco.
Don't say it.
No, becomes acquitted, but he doesn't come back to the U.S. Like he's not ever going to come back to the U.S.
He's gonna go to the NPB, and you're gonna buy his cards and make.
He's gonna go to Toronto and play for the Blue Jays.
No, he's gonna go to the NPB, and you're gonna get rich again.
That would be hilarious. Yeah, the trial got delayed.
No, he's going to prison for like probably 2 decades, if I had to guess.
No, he's in the DR. He's not going to jail at all. He's rich.
Well, yeah, I guess maybe. Didn't they take his money away or no?
I don't think you really can. You can like. I mean, his future.
He could probably buy the Dominican Republic if he wanted to.
With his future earnings, he could have, but like, you know what I mean? Like, he still earned that money, even though he's a piece of shit.
Isn't it crazy that happened 3 years ago?
I mean, I don't want this one. I want his baseball reference. Wow, it's all the way down here. You know it's bad then. I don't even think he really got paid on the contract.
Well, he got extended really early. I forget when. So
he got extended in 2023, 2024. So he got really none of the money. Didn't really matter.
That sucks.
Well, don't.
He doesn't deserve it, but
hey, don't be a molester, I guess. I mean, what do you want me to tell you?
He couldn't have waited like 2 more years. He was that like.
Man, do I have a player for you?
Oh no! Oh god, you can't even type it right.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Man, notable.
Man, his stat line ended at 13 points ago. That's just 2003. Never mind.
Yeah, no. Carmelo was a menace on and off the court.
Carmelo was a dog.
Mostly off the court, because diddling a 16-year-old or 14-year-old, whatever she was.
I think she was like 12.
That's it. 10. We'll make it lower every time we bring it up. That's why you don't idolize athletes, kids, because you might be with one.
Oh, wow.
Anyway, back to talking about baseball. Bichette had a really good walk year with the Jays, so can't really.
Bichette's overrated.
Bichette is.
He's a terrible fielder, like literally one of the worst.
I mean, we'll have to see how he does at third base this year. So the jury's out. He cannot play shortstop anymore.
I think Julio's incredibly overrated as well.
I'm going to disagree with you. Julio was quite good, dude.
I think he's fine to good, but I think he's overrated.
He's
not a superstar in my humble opinion.
He's putting up superstar numbers though.
I mean, like, how does that produce 7 WAR? That just doesn't make any sense to me.
Julio's a 5-tool player.
No, I'm just looking at like just his hitting line. Like that's not 7 WAR. Like
actually, it's kind of shocking he's not won a Gold Glove. 9 DRS positive is really good.
He's a great fielder. There's no doubt about that. He's
a 5-tool player. So 30-30. Plays every game, basically healthy. Walks not a great amount actually.
He don't walk.
Not really. Steals a lot, hits home runs, hits for power. If this is not a superstar, this is the next generation's like Mookie Betts type then.
I mean, Mookie was way better than that.
What I'm saying is like high WAR, good stats. Like these are very similar to, and ignore the WAR for a second here. These are very similar to like a Julio Rodriguez.
11 WAR is nuts.
11 WAR is nuclear.
I don't think I've seen is an 11 WAR. Is Ohtani 11 WAR?
Probably.
Jeez. But like he's never had an OPS below like 800. Like Julio had one above 800. Like, not that that's not that matters, but
3 out of the 4 years, 734 last year, and
hey, that last one doesn't count, buddy.
Oh, fuck you! It's basically
he was like 2 base hits away.
Literally, I don't know.
He's great. Don't get me wrong. He's a great player, but I just don't think
he's not a superstar.
That's my point. Is like I don't think he's what everyone says he is. Like he's just like a goat. Like, dude,
if you're gonna put like Judge like an S tier, Julio's like an A tier.
Yeah, I mean, I can get behind that. I mean, I think he would almost be like 1 below, maybe, but I don't know. I'd put like Judge, Ohtani, maybe Witt, maybe, and then like next year for me is like Soto, Acuna.
Soto is a different tier than Acuna.
I don't think so. I think Soto's kind of leveled out a little bit.
We literally, Kai, I can now destroy this with facts. Juan Soto last year, Kai, had more home runs, more steals, and a better defensive run save metrics than Acuna. Acuna was hurt.
I don't think Acuna played the whole season. He didn't come back till like May or June.
He was still a worse fielder in 90 games, which is impressive. Acuna has become a bad fielder.
I told you he doesn't know where he's going, but he throws it hard.
But it doesn't matter when he's literally so in 95 games last year, Kai. I want to make sure you're aware of this.
Also, the DRS argument, DRS is very flawed. I just put that.
Of course, it's flawed, but at least it's something to tell you. -12 defensive run saves in 90 games. That is comparable to Adam Dunn in some of his years, who was literally.
It's also partially because they moved him out of center field. If you look up the top here, his numbers in center field were like nuclear.
Well, this is also before he got hurt.
Fair.
There's realistically what's happening here, in my opinion, is he is dogging it on defense to stay healthy.
Yeah, which I don't hate.
Well, then that's still bad because that doesn't matter. He's still becoming a bad.
I think the main point of what you're trying to argue with me about is I don't put Soto in the same tier as Judge and Ohtani.
Soto is in the same tier.
I mean, there's nothing you could like prove about it. Like we just disagree.
Yeah, I know that. The point is that first off, Watson should have won the MVP a couple times here. Let's be honest. He should have absolutely won it in the in 2021. If he doesn't get COVID in 2020,
how did he not win the COVID MVP? I'm looking at that. Those numbers are insane.
He got COVID, which is the problem. If he doesn't get COVID in 2020,
he missed 13 games.
Yeah, which is a quarter of the year. So like
a 1200 OPS, Jesus.
Yeah, he was the best hitter. It was just like literally every game matters, and you could see 59, 60, 55, 60. Like whoever played.
Did he win the MVP? I don't even remember that.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
But like this is a good year. Don't get me wrong.
That's
but this is way fucking better.
I mean, it's not like that much better. He's up like 2% better at everything almost. Like,
but once again, that is missing a fourth of the season. Is similar, exact same home runs. This is a huge OPS difference. Obviously, slugging is
shout out Marcell Ozuna.
Yeah,
the 18.
Shout out Mike Yastrzemski, 8th place MVP.
They meant Marcell Ozuna hit a home run every 3 games that season. That's nuts. Essentially,
basically,
that's crazy.
Luke Voigt hit, I think, 20 that year.
Voigt, what a pull!
I mean, Luke Voigt was a dude. That was a dog. I loved Luke Voigt on the Yankees.
It's very angry. Pictures don't do him any justice.
No, they don't. Yeah, 22 home runs in 56 games.
Wow, he put up 1,000 OPS 40 games. I was gonna say.
Where?
The 2018, he put up 1,000 OPS.
Oh yeah, no, I don't know. Cashman gets a lot of shit for the Yankee fans, and like obviously it's deserved. Every now and again, he just finds these fucking random guys who just.
I mean, yeah, you guys bring in a bunch of like 27-year-olds who don't know how to speak English or like do anything, and then they end up being good.
The summer of Matt Carpenter being good for the Yankees is still one of my favorites.
He went nuclear for like 3 months.
He was Barry Bonds for like 60 games. It was amazing.
I think he was hitting like 4 something for a while.
No, we'll go there in a second, but like that was amazing. Who's Mike Talkman for 2 years there was pretty good. He was the sock man. We love him in New York.
Didn't Tulo play for you guys for a little bit?
Tulo played like 4 games for the Yankees, hit 1 home run and retired. His final career home run is a Yankee. Fun fact.
Paul Goldschmidt had a good little run, right?
He's back with the Yankees. Yeah. He was okay. He was okay last year. He's probably gonna be more of like a veteran mentor to Ben Rice. But yeah, in 47 games, they're the Yankees.
That's insane.
A 1.138 OPS, 216 OPS plus. He was the best hitter on the Yankees. And if he doesn't break his foot or his heel, this could have been the most bonker season you ever see.
Would have been like an improbable MVP year almost.
I don't know if it would have been like that. I don't know.
Dude, if he hit that way the whole season, he's winning that.
Oh yeah, the Judge also hit 62 home runs that year.
Nah, not good
Judge,
enough.
Let me clarify this for you. Judge hit 62 home runs this year and had a 210 OPS plus, and Matt Carpenter was still by OPS plus.
That's insane.
And by OPS in general.
That's nuts.
And slugging. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. You put the numbers together, it's fucking anarchy.
Are you taking Aaron Judge over like any of the previous like right-handed goats like Pujols or Miggy yet? I've seen some conversations about that swirling around.
It's too soon, dude. Like Judge is clearly,
what I think.
Like Judge is in his prime. I mean, this prime from. I mean, you could actually basically say he's been in his prime his entire career, other than COVID when he was like hurt.
50. I forgot he hit 52 home runs his rookie year.
He should have won MVP overall too by that year.
That's nuts.
So, like what it comes down to is Judge is a future Hall of Famer. That's not a shocking statement to say now at 33. He's played 10 years, so he's automatically up for consideration. Is Judge the best right-hand hitter of all time? You at least have to have the conversation. Like, I don't think now it's precedent on like how he ages in his career. I do believe Judge has at least 1 to 3 more type seasons of 50 plus home runs and like, good ability to walk and hit, and like not just be like a home run only guy.
I mean, if he didn't miss time in 2023, like you could probably, I don't know who else would be there, but you could probably say that's like the best 4-year hitting stretch from anyone
ever. Bonds, you'd have Pujols.
Outside of Bonds, like he was the lefty. So
yeah, okay, fine. You're talking about righties. Miggy would probably be up there as well. In recent memory,
like a 4-year stretch, like an 1100 OPS. Like I don't even think I've seen that before. But like,
was Mark McGwire right-handed hitter?
Yeah, but like he wasn't like that. He was just hitting.
Well, I'm talking about peak steroids power.
Yeah, I mean power, sure, but like Judge is a good hitter. Like,
yeah. No. The funny thing is, Ohtani's not a Hall of Famer right now because he doesn't have enough time. Which is crazy.
He could just sit on the bench for 2 years and be in the Hall of Fame.
He's got to just play 1 game in each. No, this is.
Dude, how was he 2020? He was dog shit.
He was really, really bad.
What the hell? I've never known that or like noticed it.
COVID was really weird for Ohtani because I think even in 2020 he didn't pitch, or he pitched like 1 game.
I think that's when he got hurt, right?
Let's check. One of them was okay. Yeah, he pitched. Yeah. He got hurt. He came back. Was bad.
I think he got hurt pitching in 2020, didn't he?
I don't remember how he got hurt. Either he was coming back from injury or whatever.
You might be right. I don't remember, honestly. But
like, you could have very easily gone into COVID and saying, I don't know if Shohei can do this, because you had quality years. Oh, that's a really good rookie year, actually. 151 OPS plus, but like trending downward, really trending downward. And then obviously like the comeback up has been otherworldly. I don't even think there's a conversation about Ohtani being the best player I've ever seen play.
Are you saying he's not, or he is?
No, that he is.
Yeah, I think so.
Like, that's not a shocking statement. I think Ohtani is the greatest player I've ever seen play. And whether he has the greatest career ever is irrelevant. No one in baseball history up to this point in time has done what he has. And I think that there could be a point in time where he does stop pitching. I think one more arm injury can make him a closer, but it doesn't.
One more arm injury, he doesn't pitch.
I mean, in 100 career starts, he's got 3 ERA, and he has a 143 OPS, a 143 ERA plus. So as a hitter, what is his OPS plus? Hitter, it is. As a hitter, he's 60% better than the league average hitter, and as a pitcher, he's 40% better than the league average pitcher. Absolutely insane.
And that's like super weighed down from the one really bad year, like hitting one.
No, because it was COVID, so it was like 20 games. Didn't matter.
Was OPS? Yeah, I mean, I guess, yeah, you're not wrong.
I don't think like it almost doesn't matter. I don't know. I do think that there will be more Otanis as baseball history goes on. Maybe not in our lifetime or like
when he has kids, there will be more Otanis.
There will be more kids brought up now who are allowed to hit and pitch and be able to excel. Now, is that to the highest degree like this? I don't think so, obviously. But there will be more to come.
I mean, you have the kid on the athletics already doing it this year.
Well, yeah, but like once again, like it could easily flame out. For everyone like that, there's 50,000 Brendan McKays. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Can you imagine in 2020 if you had put like 10 grand as like the best Ohtani cards?
Can you imagine you bought Brendan McKay instead because you were wrong?
I think McKay had already flamed out, so get wrecked. But
did he? I don't know if that's true.
He was a prospect in 17. I think it was the same year as Acuna.
So 2020 was number 14, so I don't think he flamed out just yet.
That's probably right when he flamed out. Because he got called up and was absolute cheeks, and then just never.
He played one. Yeah, he played 1 year in the major leagues.
It's kind of crazy. I don't know what happened to where he never got another chance.
Yeah, he was bad as a pitcher and bad as
got hurt, I guess.
I don't know. I want to just look at his minor league. So, yeah, he missed 2020, I guess. No, he was on the MLB team, actually. And, yeah, he was just bad. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see what Brendan McKay.
I think it's an A.
No, I found him.
No, but you didn't type his name right. That's why there's only 20 sales.
Oh. Brenda. Okay, yeah, I did. I understand. Oh. $4,900 for his superfractor.
That's crazy too. Actually, that might have sold after he sucked, but like that was a lot of money for a script back then.
I mean, how about for the Black Wave 101, $2,200 in 2017?
Yeah.
And then a PSA 10, and the guy still lost money. That's impressive.
I did not say that was a ton of money for like a Bowman auto back then.
Who else is like? We'll wrap up in a second, but who else is just like a random weird prospect that would have peaked?
Jurickson Profar. He was the number 1 prospect in baseball.
I know that. I have one of his game worn jerseys over there.
I think. He is Rangers, I think.
No, I know he was on the Rangers. I'm saying I think he would have already been debuting at that point. Yeah, $1,000.
That's not him.
That is not him. Even goes to my point. Well, that's the wrong guy. Yeah, 2013. You're way off, dude.
Well, what are you asking though?
Like guys who would have peaked price wise in like 2018, 2019, 2020.
Oh,
I know one.
Yohan Moncada, yeah.
Yep, that was who I was thinking of. $3,000, and it was his true gold. It wasn't even an orange or a red. Wow.
I mean, you could do Luis Robert too.
We did that already, Kai. It's really bad. You ready for this? It's terrible.
55 cents.
$134,000 for red. It's so bad.
Oh my god. Oof. I mean, whoever bought that Super a couple years prior did well, though, probably.
I know. Oh, 84,000 for a true red as well.
You could look up Dansby and Brendan Rodgers too.
Dansby just kind of went nowhere. He got paid. He's just like, he's fine. That is the fear with those talented players. Did I misspell his name, or is it just?
No, he might have been too early.
Yeah. Dansby's a fine major leaguer, but he just will not. He's
going to be Hall of Very Good for sure.
He will be the Ian Kinsler of his generation.
Yeah. Great fielder. Never really hit for much. I mean, actually, probably a better hitter than like the average shortstop.
To be fair, in his last 5 years, he's had 20 home runs basically every year.
Yeah.
MVP finishes, 2-time All-Star. Very worth the contract the Cubs gave him, I guess. But he's just a guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's talk about Ian Kinsler. Let's look at Ian Kinsler real quick, and then we'll wrap up. That's my guy.
Dansby might even have more WAR than him. Oh no!
No, Ian Kinsler was
way off.
Really good.
That picture's not doing him justice up there.
That is some There you go. There's some 480p action.
That was before the steroids.
Kinsler never did steroids. Come on. But no, he was awesome for like 10 years here. Like literally. 2007 to 2016, 48 WAR.
Dang, he finished one hit away from 2,000.
Yeah.
I would have signed like a 1-day contract. Come on.
Make that Mr. Did you ever see the movie Mr. 3000?
Probably not.
It's not very good, but it's still kind of funny. It's Bernie Mac. He's like a dickhead player for the Brewers, and he hits his 3,000th hit. I think it's like a home run or something. And like he gets into a fight with a fan. He retires or gets banned for life. And he's like, I'm in the Hall of Fame now. Look at me. I'm 3,000 hits. I'm the greatest. They go back. It's like, you're actually like 4 hits short, asshole. And now you're not in the Hall of Fame because we hate you. And he like signs back as like a fat old man with the Brewers, like tries to get the hit.
That's funny.
It's perfect, like peak stupidity, but it's a quality movie. I recommend it if you're bored one night.
Might have to.
Yeah. All right. So we've covered from Pal World lawsuits to Bernie Mac and Ian Kinsler. I think we've had a full episode today.
Seems like it.
You'll never know my next move.
I don't move.
Yeah. All right. Thank you guys for watching and listening. Next week, I'm going to talk about Jeb Bush, Russell Branion, and the SpongeBob SquarePants movie. See you guys then. Bye.